Okay, I want to talk to you today about how living a life of worship has everything to do with honoring one another. I love this definition of honor: holding one in high esteem or high regard. See, we don't have any problem holding one in high esteem or high regard when they're no longer living. I mean, look at memorial services. I don't care how bad that someone apparently lived their life, the poor choices they made, the challenges they had, so on and so forth. But people that attend and participate in memorial services are being intentional and consistent about honoring that individual. And it's amazing. I've been to so many incredible, amazing, and impactful memorial services, regardless of who that person was. Why? Because we want to shower blessings and we want to talk about the good and we want to testify and all these different things. But here's the thing. What would it look like if we took that same heart attitude and applied it to when someone was living? Wouldn't that be amazing? That literally, if we could look past the junk, the challenges, the poor choices one makes in their life, if we look past it all and we just simply and purely love on that person and honor them, could it not change their attitude, their entire trajectory of their entire life? That we would have that opportunity to serve, to come alongside of them in such a way that when I think of Jesus Christ, that's how he lived, that's how he lives. And yet, as 1 John chapter 4, verse 17 says, as he is, so are we in this world. That we are to live as Christ lives. We are to treat others as he treats them, with no strings attached. That's the beauty of Jesus. That he just offered an unconditional love with not one condition placed on it. He just loved and loves to love. You know, I'm reminded of when I went into a restaurant years ago and Jesus was so hitting me in the depth of who I was with this very principle of honoring one another, regardless of who they are, what they're going through, whatever, and just honor them right where they are. That I remember we had a horrible waitress. I mean, you know, the service was just awful. And I felt like going down my default mechanisms of just like giving her what she deserves, give her little to no tip at all. But I remember the Lord speaking to my heart about this. And he said, Rob, I want you to give double of what you normally would give a great waiter or waitress. And I did that. And I'll tell you one thing, God so downloaded this into my heart of just like, Rob, I want you to start living a life of giving people what they don't deserve. The very ones that don't deserve honor because maybe they've hurt me, maybe they've come against me. Maybe I would, in fact, look at them as more of my enemy than someone who's on my side. Give them my love, Jesus says. Give them my heart. Give them an honor, because when you honor them, you're honoring me as their creator, as their savior, and as their sustainer. So I want to encourage you, as I have been encouraged over the years, of let's be intentional and consistent with honoring one another. And could it be that that is a spiritual act of worship, that we begin to live our lives of worship when we honor one another? Thank you.